all. Welcome to Singham IAS Academy. UPSC is a dream for millions of Indians. It's not just a job, it's a mission, a way to serve the nation, bring the change, and hold one of the most respected positions in society. Why does everyone dreams of UPSC? Number 1. Power to make a difference. IAS, IPS, IFS, IES officers influence public policy, development, and justice. It serves the real impact, not just a desk job. Number 2. Prestige and respect. The UPSC tag commands immense respect in the Indian society. It's associated with brilliance and integrity. Number 3. Diverse and challenging work. No 2 days are the same. It's administrative, problem-solving, public-facing, and dynamic. Number 4. Sense of purpose. You're not just working for a company, you're working for our nation India. That emotional connect is priceless. Indian Administrative Service officers are posted across various parts of India in administrative roles at different levels of government. When an IAS officer completes training, their first posting is usually at the district level in their cadre state allocated during selection. Subdivisional magistrate in charge of a subdivision within a district. Additional district magistrate assists the district magistrate. District magistrate or collector head of the district, overseeing law and order, development, and revenue. Key position in field posting. Chief Development Officer oversees development projects. After field experience, IAS officers may be posted to the State Secretariat state government posting in various departments. Deputy Secretary or Joint Secretary or Additional Secretary or Principal Secretary. Departments include finance, health, education, urban development, etc. They help in formulating and implementing state-level policies. They may also serve as managing directors or commissioners or CEOs of state-run companies or bodies like urban development authorities, industrial development corporations, transport corporations. Mid-career or senior IAS officers may be deputed to the central government, typically in Delhi. Under Secretary or Deputy Secretary or Director or Joint Secretary or Additional Secretary or Secretary. Ministries include Home, Finance, External Affairs, Defense, etc. They may also be posted to international organizations like the UN or World Bank. The other important postings like Election Commission of India, Disaster Management Authority, training institutes like Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, embassies or high commissions as part of Ministry of External Affairs deputation. Now let's talk about the stages of completing UPSC Civil Service Examination. The UPSC Civil Services Examination (CSE) is conducted by the Union Public Service Commission, which is UPSC, and is one of the most prestigious and competitive exams in India. There are 3 main stages in the UPSC Civil Services Examination. The first stage is preliminary examination, also called as prelims. Preliminary examination usually held around from the month of May to June for the given year. It has paper 1 and paper 2. The second stage will be mains examination. It has paper A and paper B along with papers 1 to 7. The third and last stage will be interview. The purpose of this stage is to assess the candidate's personality, presence of mind, awareness, communication skills, honesty, integrity, and suitability for public service. Let's dive deeper into the preliminary examination stage of the UPSC Civil Services Examination. Usually held around May to June of every year. Question type will be objective type, multiple choice question based. Paper 1 General Studies. It has 100 questions for 200 marks and the duration will be 2 hours. Current events of national and international importance. History of India and Indian national movement. Indian and world geography, physical, social, economic geography of India and the world. Indian polity and governance, constitution, political system, Panchayat Raj, public policy, rights issues, etc. Economic and social development, sustainable development, poverty, inclusion, demographics, social sector initiatives, etc. Environmental ecology, biodiversity and climate change, general issues. And general science. Please note, marks of prelims are not counted for the final ranking. It's a screening test to filter candidates for mains. CSAT, Civil Services Aptitude Test. The CSAT, Paper 2, is the second paper of the UPSC Prelims exam, designed to assess a candidate's aptitude and general mental ability. The syllabus is comprehension, interpersonal skills including communication skills, logical reasoning and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving, general mental ability, basic numeracy and data interpretation. Please note, it's a qualifying paper, meaning candidates need to score a minimum percentage, 33%, to be eligible for the next stage of the exam, which is mains exam. The mains exam consists of 9 papers, out of which 7 are counted for merit and 2 are qualifying. In the UPSC main exam there are 2 qualifying papers. Paper A, Indian language, 300 marks. You have the option to choose any Indian language from the 8th schedule of the Constitution. Paper B, English, 300 marks, English grammar, comprehension, and writing skills, including essay writing, precise writing, and vocabulary usage. In qualifying papers you need to score at least 25% to pass. Now let's go through the UPSC syllabus mains exam. Merit, 7 papers, together. Paper 1, Essay. Write 2 essays from a choice of topics. Emphasis on clarity, coherence, and relevance. Paper 2 is GS1, Indian Heritage and Culture, History and Geography of the World and Society. Paper 3 GS2, Governance, Constitution, Polity, Social Justice and International Relations. Paper 4 GS3, Technology. Economic Development, Biodiversity, Environment, Security and Disaster Management. Paper 5 GS4, Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude. Ethics and Human Interface. Paper 6 and 7 optional subject papers 1 and 2, 250 marks each. The UPSC interview round, officially known as the personality test, is the final stage of the civil services examination. It carries 275 marks and plays a crucial role in determining your final rank in the merit list. Conducted by the Union Public Service Commission in New Delhi. Panel, 5 members, 1 chairperson plus 4 others, often retired civil servants, professors, or experts. It's not a test of knowledge, you've already cleared prelims and mains. Overall duration, around 25 to 40 minutes. Key areas assessed while interview. Mental alertness. Critical thinking and balanced judgment. Integrity and honesty. Leadership and initiative. Awareness of current affairs and social issues. Your hobbies, education and background.